video how to make a ruffle scrunchie. Now that would be a great compliment for something like this. Now this is a ruffle slipper, and it'll just be real cute if you was to like make it as a gift or a set for someone or whatever you want to do with it. But I'm going to teach you how to make a scrunchie version of this sock. If you're interested in any of the items that is shown in today's video, it will be in my website, www.shopmireinaJewelry.myshopify.com. A screenshot of this real quick. Okay, so what you need right now is yarn of your choice. I found this one today at the store, so I just had to grab it. I had the sparkle, so I grabbed this. And whatever hair tie you want to use. I got this one from the Dollar General. It got the little grooves and everything, but the way we're going to do it is not even going to matter. So this is acrylic yarn. You can use whatever yarn you have on hand. And then we're also going to need a crochet hook. And we're going to use a 5mm one. You can also use a 4mm one as well. So what we're going to do is locate the middle of our yarn. Hopefully I could do that successfully without making a whole mess. All right, so I'm just going to cut it. No big deal. Just like that, so we can get started. In the world. So this came out of it, out of the middle. So we're going to put that to the side, and then we're just going to work from the middle from here. So first thing you want to do is, the whole project is going to be a series of single crochets and double crochets. We're going to make us a little slip knot just like that. I do have a video all about slip knots on my channel, so check it out. And then you're going to put your hook in and then pull it down so it can be nice and snug. So now what you want to do is grab your hair tie, and you're going to do single crochets around the whole thing and make sure it's snug. So what we're going to do is, we have our slip knot on our crochet hook. We're going to go in, grab yarn over, pull through. We got 2 loops. Yeah, go around the top and then pull through the 2 loops. So this is a basic single stitch, and you're going to do this basic stitch all the way around your hair tie. Make sure that when you're doing it, we're leaving too many gaps in between. So as you could tell, I'm constantly pushing it over so you don't see any black peeking through. And let's go under, grab that yarn over, pull through, slide it down. And you want to keep that going because we're making this as a ruffle scrunchie piece. So you want to make sure that it's nice and thick. So I'm going to continue doing this all the way around. Just like that. And if you don't know how to do a basic single crochet stitch, you know, I'm sure it's thousands of videos. I can eventually make a video, but I don't have one on my channel right now. But it's real simple. It's real basic. And you're just going to continue doing that all the way around. So I'm going to do it for another couple of minutes or seconds. And then what I'll do is, when I get all the way around, I'll come back. So we're just constantly doing that single crochet and then slide it down. You don't want no gaps. You don't want no black peeking through. Keep those stitches together. See? Just like that. Because when we're doing the ruffle part, it's going to look so nice when you keep it next to each other like this. Continue doing that. So single crochet, single stitch, all the way around. And then slide down. What caught my eye with this one was the sparkles that's on it. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it has some cute little sparkles. And then slide it down. All right, so when I get to the end of this, I will be back and we'll move on to the next step. All right, so we are almost at the end. I'm going to do a couple of more, and we're still sliding it down, making sure it is fully covered. Just like that. I could probably fit like 3 more stitches here. Let's see. 1, 2, and I'm going to do 1 more. 3. But notice how I am constantly, it's full. See how full it is? So that's why it's important to keep pushing it down on your scrunchie. So we're going to slip stitch. Now I'm going to change my hook. I don't like this hook. Nothing against it, but I'd rather use a 4mm hook. If you are comfortable with your 5, cool. But I just feel like the 4mm one is just easier to work with. We're going to now slip stitch into the first stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through both, right? And then we're going to chain 1, and now we're going to start doing our double crochets. So in the next stitch right here, we're going to double crochet. So yarn over, go into that stitch, pull through 1. You got 3 loops now on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now this is not a full tutorial on how to double crochet. But that's how you do this. So what we can do is we have the option to do 3 double crochets in each loop. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go right back into that same hole that we came out of, stitch, and yarn over, pull through 2, yarn, pull through 2. Go back in 1 more time. So yarn over, go in that stitch, pull through, you got 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. So we got 3 double crochets in that first stitch. And we're going to continue doing that all the way around. I'll do it a few times on camera, and then we'll pick up right back where we picked up from, where we started from. So I do recommend you having a stitch marker so you can remember where to stop at. So I'm going to grab a stitch marker, because as you are working around, sometimes, at least I know for me, I forget where I started at. So you want to just make sure you stop where you started at, because this is going to be where you slip stitch. So we're just going to continue doing those double crochets, 3 double crochets in each stitch. And that will be row 1. Going into each stitch. 1, 2, 3. And I'll show you in a close-up. Ooh, I messed up actually. 1, 2, 3. So in a close-up, we're going to go into this one. So yarn over, go into that stitch. Okay. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now we're going to go back into that same stitch and do another double crochet, and then 1 more time, yarn over, go back into that stitch 1/3 time, 1 last time, and then pull through 2, pull through 2, and then go, and you're going to continue doing this all the way around, and you're going to stop back where the stitch marker is at. You're going to go all the way around. So this is a very beginners friendly project, because if you're not used to your stitches and you're like trying to practice, it's great. It works up nicely. You just have to have the patience, because what we're working on right now is the ruffles. That's what we're making by just doing this technique. So we're just going to keep going into each one. 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And I move at a good pace because I've been doing this for some time. But if you're not used to it, take your time, put some music on, vibe out, chill. There is no race to this, okay? Just take your time and make sure you're not skipping over any stitches, okay? And then 1 more time. What I find helpful is I kind of separate it like this so you could clearly see your stitch. So it's pulling out some more yarn. And like I said, you could pull it open so you can see your stitch. So you're going to go into the stitch. Yarn over, go in, pull through. You got 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And go right back into that same stitch you came out of. Okay? And then one more time. And this is beneficial because we kind of crowd our stitches on the scrunchie. Because like I said, we want a nice ruffle. So if you need to pull apart your stitches just so you can see them nice and clearly, do that. It's whatever you feel you need to do is what you need to do to get your project done. 1, 2, and 3. All right. So once I get all the way around and I'm almost here, I'll come back. I didn't make it all the way around yet, but I just wanted to come in and show you what the ruffles are already starting to look like. Now, if you wanted to, you can just do 1 row of this, but I'm going to do 2 rows because I want it super fluffy. So I will meet you when I hit the beginning part of the pattern. All right, so we are now reaching the end. So this is our stitch marker. So I got like maybe 2 more. So we're gonna do 2 more of the double crochets, 3 double crochets in each stitch. So let's finish that up. 1. So we got 6 more double crochets in total. 2, 3, and then last slot. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so now we're going to take out the stitch marker and we're going to slip stitch to the top, slip stitch into there, yarn over it, pull through. You got 2 loops, and then just pull through the second one, and then that's how you create the first one. And then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to repeat that again all the way around. So we're going to put 3 double crochets again into each and every loop. So let's do it. So 1, 2, and 3. All right, and you can use literally whatever yarn, like I said, to do these crochet scrunchies. You can use whatever's left over from a previous project that you may have and things like that. So you know, you don't have to buy a new spool of yarn. You can just pick up where you left off. So we're just going to continue doing 3 double crochets and make these ruffles a little bit more bigger. Okay, so you can already tell that the colors are starting to change. And then we're going to locate that first double crochet and put your stitch marker, because after a while all of it starts to look the same. And then we're going to just continue. So when I get to the other side, I will come back and tell you how to end your crochet scrunchie. All right, after this one, I'll be back. All right, so now it's just making it more longer. So when I get all the way back around, I'll teach you how to finish and end your scrunchie. Be right back. Okay, so we are now on the last, this is how it's looking. We're on the last section. I mean, you don't have to, but you can work into this last little section right here. I do, just because it's not gonna make a difference, honestly. So you're gonna do your last double crochets, 3 double crochets in that section, and then this is how you end it. So this is your stitch marker. We're gonna take out your stitch marker, And then you're going to go into that first stitch and then slip stitch. So slide it from through there and then slide it through and then chain one. And then we're going to cut it off. All right. I usually do it one more time like a chain because I want a nice knot. So I knot it and then you got a knot and then I just slide the knot closer to the work like that. And then you could cut it. Or, you know what? We could also feed it through. So let's get a needle. All right. So we're going to move that out the way. This is my yarn needle. And you just fix the end. Feed it through. And then just like you're sewing, you just kind of work it into your work. So I just do like that. Anywhere you find a spot, you can kind of guide it. And then I went there, so I'm gonna go around it one more time because you want to make sure it's kind of like tangled into the work. All right, and then just continue doing that until you feel like, okay, this is cool, this ain't going nowhere. This is just for you won't have that weird tail hanging off at the top and your work looks more finished. So we're gonna do that. And then one more time. And now I'm going to do a knot down here. So I'm going to go through that last spot one more time. And then watch what I do. I hold this part and then put that needle through that hole. Like that. Or you can knot it yourself. But like that. And then pull. And that's secure. Now you will cut it off. Just like that. And this is our scrunchie. Look how full it is. This is why I said you want to make sure that you don't leave no gaps. It has that pretty undertone color. It's beautiful. It's ombre. This one is an ombre one. Again, if you want to use this one, this is the Mandela Sparkle Eclat. This is the one I'm using. I got this one from Walmart. And that's it. Yeah. And also, if you have some like spots or spaces, you can always just adjust it by sliding it down where it needs to be adjusted to. So you got some ruffles, just play around with it. But it came out beautifully. Let me know if you will try making this. Like, comment, and subscribe if you found this